So good morning to everyone. So in this last class we have seen the program level performance analysis. So in this class we are going to see about the program level energy and power analysis and optimization and testing. So how much control do we have over power consumptions? Ultimately we must consume energy recovered to perform necessary computations. So however there are opportunities for saving the power. Examples appear below. So we may be able to replace the algorithms with the others though that we do in clever ways that consume less power. So memory access or a major component of power consumptions in many applications. By optimizing power access we may need able to significantly reduce the power. We may are able to turn off the parts of systems such as subsystem of a CPU chips in the system and to when we do not need them in order to save the power. So several factors contribute the power consumptions for the program. So energy consumption varies somewhat from the instruction to instruction. The sequence of instruction has some influence. The opcode and the locations of the operands also matter. So additional operations about energy optimization as followed. The moderate loop unrolling eliminates some loop control overhead. So however, when the loop is unrolled too much power increases due to lower hit rates of straight line code. So software pipeline reduces pipeline stalls, thereby reducing the average energy power instruction. So eliminating recursive procedure calls where possibly saves the power by getting rid of functions call overhead. The tail recursion can often be eliminated. Some compilers do this automatically. So analysis and optimization of program size, the data driven and excellent opportunities to minimizing the power because the data are most highly dependent on the programming style. So because inefficient programs often keep several copies of data, identifying in eliminating and duplicating can lead significant memory saving, usually with little performance penalty. So buffers should be sized carefully rather than defining a data array of large size that the program will never attain. Determine the actual maximum amount of data held in the buffer and allocate array of accordingly. So data can be sometimes be packed such as storing several flags in a single word and extracting them by using bit operations. So the next topic is program validation and testing. There are two types of testing. One is a black box testing. The another one is clear box testing or white box testing. The black box testing generates a test without looking at internal structure. So white box testing generates a test based on the program structure. So the clear box testing, no matter what are the testing, we must accomplish it. So provide the program that inputs that exercise that we are in the interested. So execute the program to perform the test, examine the output to determine whether the test was successful. So clear box testing, the generated without no knowledge of code. So being tested when the used alone, the black box test we have a low probability of finding the bugs in the program. So but when we used conjunction with the clear box test, provide our round test set, since the black box test are likely to uncover the errors that are likely to be found test extracted from the code structure. So black box testing is clearly working for the instance test an instrument whose front panel was run by the microcontroller. One accomplished of the author used in the hand to depress all the buttons simultaneously. So evaluating the function test. So how much test is enough? So evaluated coverage to well-known testers. Tech6, they are functional tests for these programs that had been developed for other several years of extensive testing. So the block refers a basic blocks decision to conditional p use and use variable in a predictable and C use the variable to a non-predictable computations. So these results are at least suggestive that functional testing does not fully exercise the code and the techniques that explicitly generate test various pieces of program code necessary to obtain the adequate levels of code coverage. Okay, so in this we have seen the testing process. Thank you.